Mm-hmm.
Let's go out west. Boise State at Oregon. Oregon's a 19.5-point favorite after we just watched them struggle with Idaho. Boise State now struggled somewhat with Georgia Southern as well, but Ashton Jeanty had a record-setting day.
I wonder if both teams were looking ahead to the second game, because I do think that this game this is one of those games that you talk about in July, right? Like, what is Oregon going to be? And are they going to run into trouble week 2 when they face Boise? Like, so I have a hard time with the week 1 overreactions in the negative. I think that Oregon is still unquestionably one of the top 5 teams in the country. I think they have too much firepower to be a team that struggles week in and week out to score. Like, I like Oregon here to bounce back in a big way. And I think they're going to score a ton on Saturday.
So here's what happened with this game in Statesboro, Georgia. Boise State allowed a lot of yards, a lot of points. J.C. French threw for 322 yards. They also ran for a bunch of yards. Like, it was a bad deal. 45 points given up. And Ashton Jeanty, fortunately for Oregon, ran for 267 yards. And I keep calling Boise State Oregon. I don't know why. I got that Chip Kelly first game stuck in my head. The Byron Hout, LeGarrette Blunt punch game. But no. Ashton Jeanty runs for 6 touchdowns, 267 yards for Boise State. That allowed them to pull away at the end. But I'm with you. I think Oregon is going to figure out the offense, and it will not be as easy for Boise State to move the ball. I think Oregon does bounce back in this one and looks like the team that we kind of said all offseason they were going to be. If they're not, Ari, we have to really reevaluate what we think about Oregon. Like, if Boise State comes in here, even if Oregon wins, but if Boise State comes in here and it's a 1-score game and with 5 minutes to go, I'm not sure Oregon's what we thought.
Would you be there that quickly? You would get there to that?
Yeah, I would. I'd say whatever.
We know what Dillon Gabriel is. We know what Evan Stewart is. We know what Tez Johnson is. We know who these guys are. Like, how could, like, I just, like, in my brain,
because sometimes when you change things around, bring new people in, the chemistry's different. That's the only reason. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you, though. I think Oregon's going to cover this spread. Yeah. I think they're going to be fine. But I'm saying if they're not, we need to reevaluate. So I will take Oregon to cover 19.5, even though that is a massively gigantic number.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.